I told George that tomorrow we're going to drive to a trail and ride into downtown Denver. Later, I saw the door to the garage was open. George was outside. "George, you have to keep this door closed. The cat will get out," I yelled to him. I closed the door and went about doing whatever it was I was doing, which I don't remember. I felt it was important stuff. I felt busy. Too busy to stop and check on what George was doing. A few minutes later, I saw the door to the garage was open again. "George, keep this door shut. The cat will get out," I yelled out the door before shutting it again. I made a sticky note, "Close this door," and stuck it to the door. I heard the car horn beep. Then the car door open and close and the car horn beep again. Then George came in and left the door open. I quietly closed the door and in a quiet but not so calm voice said, "George, this door has to stay closed. We don't want Gus to get outside. I put this note here to remind you." Then I asked, "What were you doing outside?" "I put the bikes in the car," he said, and looked so proud. "Oh, good, thanks. Did you put the bike shoes in there?" I asked. "Yep," he smiled. "Helmets and my hat?" I asked. No." I handed him my hat. "I can't," he said. "The car's locked." I went to get the keys, and then I remembered the keys were in the trunk of my bike. Then I realized the car beep was the car trying not to lock, because it knew the keys were in the car. George must have persisted enough that the car gave up. I walked around the car and checked all the doors. Locked, locked, locked. George said, "I can't put the helmets in. The car's locked. You need to unlock it." What I am trying to tell you, George, is that my keys are with my trike inside the car. I panicked. Shit! I can't believe this. We just found my keys. Now they are locked in the car. I started to doubt my memory. Maybe the keys are not in my trunk, because the car doesn't lock if the keys are in the car. I searched the house again. Nope. They are in the trunk on the trike in the car. The locked car. "Where are your keys?" I asked George. "In the trunk on my bike," said George. Sigh. I don't know what to do. "What do I do?" I asked. But I knew George had no clue, though he was doing well this morning and most of the day. I mean, he thought to put the bikes and shoes in the car. I searched on my iPad, locksmith, Broomfield, and called what turned out to be some kind of referral service or call service. She took the information. She said someone would call me. I went with my phone into the driveway to wait. Then I remembered. Insurance! We have Geico, and they have roadside service. Suddenly I wasn't so upset and anxious. I pulled out my insurance card and called the number. They said they would send someone, and they would be there in 45 minutes. I hugged George. "Sorry I got so upset," I said. "I really have to find a better way to carry my keys." The locksmith arrived when George was inside, and it was getting dark. The locksmith wrote down the license and got the ID off the windshield. I had to sign a waiver that he was going to break into my car. He made it look easy to break into my car. Less than 3 minutes, and the doors were open. The car alarm went off, and I hustled into the car to get the keys out of the trunk and turn the alarm off. Hooray! My keys! I did the happy dance. No charge. Thank you, Geico.